Hello everyone, I am Surrender the Awesome, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more r/insane parents. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if I can't convince you, perhaps this picture of my cat riding a roller coaster will convince you. And, random fact about my cat society is that most of his military is armed with their fists. And also before I get started, don't forget to check out my other channel, Surrender Reviews, where I do video game, movie, and show reviews, and I'll leave a link in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into this. So his first post here says, update to the got kicked out for my third tattoo story. And OP goes on to say, so tempted to respond with, sadly, apparently my dad has been sleeping in my bed this entire time I've been gone. I don't even know what to say, but she's still standing on her crazy story about the break-in. And this person here says, Dad told me your thoughts on this new issue and what you think of me. Those photos were left in my car not broken into. On Wednesday morning, I saw them on my way to work. I had planned to not tell Dad and have you and I speak to someone about this. I saw blank at 5:30 p.m., never saw blank working. She didn't give me anything. I don't know how blank could have gotten these pictures if you send them only to your closest friends. I have no access to your phone or your platforms. No one sent me the pictures so I could print them out. What the heck? My take is, someone, perhaps an old boyfriend, somehow got a hold of them, printed them, and wanted me to see them to get back at you. You were not nude in any of the photos. There were 7 photos, I think, and you took most of them selfies. There is a female's hand in 1 or 2 of the photos, and above is none of the point. The point is, you sneaky and do things not great behind our backs while living her, knowing we wouldn't approve or be happy. Then I feel like I have to defend myself because of what you think. Stinking thinking, when you know this is on you. I think this is called manipulation. Dad is on your side. He can't have you not talking to him, and he is okay with you having no boundaries in regards to this. I know you're not partying or doing drugs, and that is the saving grace. Dad is worried about you marking your body, and that isn't my main concern at all. I am certainly not happy you have a big Black Panther on your leg and butt, I am guessing, but you do. Doesn't mean I'll love you any less. I'll love you the same whether you here or there, Dr. Seuss. I feel very taken advantage of and unhappy. Your dad is a mess. I haven't said a word to your grandma, and I won't. You told Dad I never got a chance with you, and I never will. I think you refer to me as a narcissist. I am just an adoptive mom trying to, goes on. Hey person, you do realize that OP is their own person, right? And they're not merely an extension of you, right? And, like the last time, this is still getting a special out of 50. Person, please. I think you probably need to worry about the threat at hand, and that is that somebody is actually stalking OP. That is probably the bigger thing you need to worry about. And this next post here says, my dad doesn't let me make decisions for what household I want to be at. And OP goes on to say, so I come from a household of divorce and split custody. I, male to female 16, am trans, and my dad, 44, is very transphobic, as in the past when he first outed me and called me an abomination unto God, and himself a failure of a father. For the past few months, I've had to pretend I am not trans and force myself to look like a boy at his home. But this week, I couldn't take it anymore. I had to be me, and I couldn't handle another week of disguising myself. So I tell him I want to stay with my mom. He asks me why, and then instantly calls me, and I explain to him that I want to present the way I want to. And if he won't let me be me, then I won't go. He gives me a judgmental yes and then hangs up. Then, 5 minutes later, sending a text about seeing me at 5 when I'm picked up, completely denying the fact that at 16 in my state, I have the right to choose. When showing up at the site, he tells me it's not my decision and I can only do that when I am 18. I text him saying I don't want to get out of the car, which leads me to an in-person conversation where I refuse to get out of my mom's car. It ends with them driving off in anger and me going back home with my mom, terrified of what my dad now thinks of me. And OP goes on to say, is it okay if I stay at my mom's for this week? I know it's very close to pickup, but I would like to stay, and I understand if you have plans or if it's too short notice, but I would like to. I have everything I would need for school this week, including clothes for the concert, and if you want your suitcase and garment bag, we can deliver those things to you whenever you would like. This wouldn't be to switch week schedule, I would just like to stay an extra week. And this person here says, why? And OP goes on to say, it should be my choice to stay if I want to. You've always told me I can make those decisions for myself. And this person here says, I'll see you at 5. And OP goes on to say, I don't want to get out of the car. And for this person, I'm gonna probably give them a 45 out of 50. Person, your child is not an extension of you. They are their own person, and you really need to respect the fact that they can make their own decisions for themselves. And this next post here from Stuff Mom Group Say says, I can't even. And OP goes on to say, as a mandated reporter, this gives me all the icks. And this person here says, I have a question and don't want negativity. We currently have 5 children with another on the way. We recently moved to a different state. 3 of our kids absolutely will not keep their clothes, diapers, pull-ups on. They play outside frequently and we do not live in town. I was just made aware by a neighbor that a different neighbor posted about the naked babies in our yard. We don't want to keep the kids locked inside all day long, and like I said, they won't keep their clothes on. People on this post are encouraging them to report us. I've spoken to the sheriff's department, and they said that it isn't illegal for the children to play outside in their yard with no clothes on. This neighbor is also saying they play from very early in the morning until late at night outside, and that they are unprotected from spiders, snakes, and people driving by 20 feet away. I am worried about this person reporting us to the state, even though the sheriff's department said it isn't illegal. Is my only option fighting with them to keep their clothes on? I mean, I think that probably is maybe your best option, but that's just what I would say. Anyways, this person goes on to say, should I be worried about a social worker showing up? I don't want this to escalate, and this is going to stress me out. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna probably give this like a question mark out of 50. Let me know in the comments down below what you think personally. I think that this person should probably maybe have to fight with their kids, because that will probably benefit them in the long run, and, you know, you wouldn't have to worry about somebody reporting you. And I think with that, that's gonna do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.